Welcome everyone, I'm Helen Mongan-Rallis and I will be your instructor for our Educ 2000 course, and here I'm giving you a virtual tour of our Canvas site so that you know how to find things and navigate your way around through the semester. So when you click on the link that I sent you in our welcome email, it will take you to our course home page, and I have set up the home page so that there are links to all of the different parts of the course, the modules, in this middle section. And so you'll see that Canvas is really divided into four. The left-hand side, the maroon side, gives you links to various parts of your Canvas account, not just for our course, but your whole account. So if you click on the account button, that takes you to your place where you can edit your profile if you want to put a picture of yourself, especially a close-up picture, so that when you are, say, in a discussion forum, people can see a picture of who you are. It makes it easier for people to personalize your account. So that's the side here. The courses are the courses that you are enrolled in for UMD. The next column over the left is the navigation panel that enables you to move from one part of the course to the other. So home, modules, syllabus, grades, and so forth. We're on the home page. If you click on modules, you will notice that it takes you to all of the modules or units throughout the course. This is how Moodle used to be set up. When you're in the modules page, you see next to each of the modules there's a little triangle. If you click on that, you can open or close it, and by closing it enables you to make it much easier to navigate all the way through the modules without having to scroll and scroll and scroll. So you get to open and close those. So those are the modules, and you'll see what I've done in setting up the modules is the first section of the modules is the general resources, or are the general resources, links that you might want to access at any time during the course, including this link here, which is where you go. If I click on that and open that, what it does is it takes me, actually I'm going to click on that again, it opens Google Meet, and if you are sick and you can't attend class, you can join class this way and be able to, there I am, be able to participate in our course from home without having to miss class. So that's what the Google Meet is. The first 2 weeks of the semester for section 1 is actually independent online because we don't meet in person until week 3. So what you will do after watching this is keep working through, we're on the tour of our Canvas site, you'll keep working through each of these different assignments, and you'll notice that when there is an assignment in Canvas, there's a picture with a little pencil, and below it it tells you the due date. Now notice as you go through the course, for each week, the next week, the second week of class, I have in-class activities, and this tells you what we will be doing in class. If you click on that, it opens a window, and each week I will tell you exactly what we're doing in class. So that's the in-class. Follow-up from class is an assignment, and there's often an assignment either before class or after class that I ask you to do, and you can see when that is due. Typically, the approach to our course is there's a prepare for class, in class, and follow up from class. It's very important that you look at the module view, that's this view, and look before class each week what you have to do to prepare, what we will be doing in class, and then if there's a follow-up. So I start out easy on you, there's nothing this week, but then as you continue, there's something to prepare for class. Sometimes there are a couple of things. It shouldn't take you more than an hour or 2 to prepare for class, because this is a hybrid class, which means 1 hour of class is actually online before you even get to class, plus homework. So prepare for class, in class, and follow up from class. So that's the general design of the modules. So let's zoom up back to the top and click on home. And so that was the modules. I'll come back to the syllabus in a bit here. So notice here that on the home page, say I want to see what are we doing in week 6. If I click on here, it'll open week 6, and you see it takes us straight to week 6, which makes an easier way to navigate the course than having to scroll all the way through the modules. On the right-hand side, the right column, is a to-do list for you. And whenever there is an assignment due, it actually shows up here so that you see what is coming up next to do. Please be sure, though, also to click on the modules, because there are other things to do besides necessarily assignments. These are your assignments. So that's the structure of the home page. Let's go then to the grades. And the grades here, although our course is, you don't get points for anything, although it shows that you get a point just because I have to give you a point so Canvas records it. But you will contract for an A, B, or C grade. When you do an assignment, I will give you detailed feedback every time. And the way you see your feedback is you come to grades and you click where it says show all details. Now currently there is no feedback, so it actually doesn't look any different to hide all details, but show all details will actually open up the feedback for you. So that's your grades. Keep a close eye on the feedback. Next, the syllabus. I would like you to read through this quite carefully on your own, and when you come to class, our first class, we will take a look at this. Notice here on the syllabus, I talk about our class meeting places and where we are, but this here, my office hours, I want you to click on that link there and go to my office hours sign up page, because that's how you meet. If you want to meet with me to get help on anything, you come to this and you'll see that it says here sign up by typing your first name and last initial and where you're going to meet with me, because you can meet in my office hours either in my office or by phone or Google Meet. And if you come by Google Meet, you click on that link. So find the time that you want to meet. You see I have a couple of people signed up already. Click near the time that you want to meet and you would type your name here. So Helen, that's where I type my name. That's how you type your name. That's how you use my office hours. This is the link to join via Google Meet, and there's my email. So please go through the course description, the topics, take a look at the outcomes for the course. This tells you what you should be able to do by the end of the course. Then, if we keep coming down here, the course expectations, do please read those very carefully and look at what I've said here to do with the expectations, assignment due dates, what happens if assignments are late. You have a little bit of leeway there. What happens if you miss class, preparing for class. This is one of the most important sections, I think, is diversity and social justice. I'm very passionate about diversity and social justice and designing my course to meet the needs of every one of you, not just because of your abilities and disabilities, but anything else that's going on in your life. So I will talk more about that in person. So that then is the syllabus, and I want to see if there's anything else that I need to talk about. There's a calendar too where you can see if there are assignments due. It's actually in grey there. All right, so you get exploring now and go through this and do the virtual tour, the rest of the virtual tour assignment. I look forward to seeing you in person.